Hi everybody, my name is Brinda Sundberg and I'm a personal trainer, a Group X instructor, and a tribe coach at our Cascade Athletic Club's Gresham location. And what I want to bring to you guys today is some hip opener exercises that would be really good to get some more mobility and flexibility through your hips. I have 6 exercises that we're going to do. I have 4 of them that are going to be on the floor, 2 of them that are going to be standing, and it will take us about 10 minutes to get through this. What I am going to do, I'm going to do one side only, and I'm going to show options for 3 of those exercises on your back. So some exercises were on our knees, and I know some people have some knee issues or mobility issues, flexibility issues. So I'm going to give you a lighter option to do to also still get a really good stretch through your hip. All right, so if you're going to do this at home, right, you have to make sure you do these exercises on the other side. All right, so here we go. Come on down. We're going to go right into a butterfly. So as we sit nice and tall, we are going to put the soles of those feet together. And as you can, I want you to think about driving those heels towards the pelvis. And go ahead and wrapping your fingers around your toes, sitting up nice and tall here. So again, if this is too intense and you can't wrap your fingers around your toes, let's go ahead and take those hands back behind us and just kind of sit back a little bit. And again, keep the soles of the feet together, stay nice and high through the chest. We're trying to drop our knees out to the floor here. So again, we're going to be here nice and tall. Go ahead and grab. The closer your heels get to your pelvis, the better this is, the more stretch you're going to feel. And again, if this isn't enough stretch here, right, you just start to lean forward. Again, maybe you lean all the way forward, stretch those hands out in front of you, walk the hands out if you can, okay? So this would be a really good butterfly stretch. All of these stretches can be done for somewhere to 30 seconds each to holding to 2 minutes, okay? To really get some good range inside these hips. All right, our next exercise is gonna be a kneeling lunge. Let's come on over onto our knees. We can have 2 in 1 here in this exercise. We're gonna have a kneeling lunge and then we're gonna go right into a split lunge from here. I'm gonna do both of those exercises, then I'm gonna show the options for this exercise. So we're gonna come into a nice kind of a lunge position here. What we're gonna do is we are gonna start to bend this front knee and drop into this back hip, all right? So I need you guys to look at your knee. Is your knee over your ankle? And if it is, perfect. If it's behind it, let's go ahead and make that adjustment to get it out in front. And go ahead and bend, dropping into this back leg, this kneeling lunge, okay? We should feel a really big stretch through the front of the hip on this back leg. Now, some options from here. Maybe you want to take both of our arms up, get a little more stretch, lean back, abs in tight. Option 3, again, a little more intensity. Take those hands behind. Let's go ahead and pull that chest down and back. And again, lean into that back hip. Press back. And come up. Good, so that's our kneeling lunge. From here, we're just gonna come back to neutral. We're gonna shift the hips back, buns towards that back heel. Front leg's gonna stay straight. You're gonna let the toes rise up off the floor. And now we're getting into a nice deep hamstring stretch. So, if you came from this position, you rock back and you need to stay up here for this hamstring stretch, hey, let's do it. So everybody just needs to feel a stretch to the back of the leg. Maybe that's people coming all the way down, hands flat to the floor, okay, for a nice good stretch. Now if those 2 stretches are too intense, I want you to come to your back. We will do a knee to chest for that kneeling lunge position. So we will just pull a knee in. We can hold for 30 seconds. Or you can just alternate. Pull the knee into the chest as far as it can go, and then switch. All right, if the split lunge was too much for that hamstring stretch, you can just sit on the floor, bring a leg in, and just do a forward fold. Nice tall through the chest here. And again, lean forward, reaching for those toes, just feeling the back of that hamstring, giving you a nice good stretch. All right, the next one is our pigeon pose. We're gonna come back over. Again, I'll have an option for you to do this on your back if the angle of your knee is too much for this one. So people always say, where do I put my knee, Brenda? And I always tell them it depends. So when we get one leg here back straight, we're gonna bring that other foot behind us here. So if you can, we will get this ankle lined up with the knee at a 90-degree angle. We'll have our hands out in front of us and we're just gonna kind of sit back into that hip. So maybe this is enough of a stretch for you. If it's not, go ahead and come to your elbows. If that's not enough, straighten your arms out. Try to get your forehead to the floor. Again, maybe you need to be way up here in pigeon. So if you can't get your knee here also, we start to let that foot travel back towards our back leg. So it can be all the way almost kind of point your toe back in this position, angled here, and then we just sit that hip back again. And again, even from this position, you go to your elbows or arms out straight. Now, if that pigeon's too intense, this is the option on your back. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take that knee, this front leg here, we're gonna put the ankle over the knee, and maybe this is enough for you to open up that hip, okay? Maybe a little push there is good. Option 2, grab behind your knee, go ahead and rest that head down and pull. Option 3, grab in front of the knee and then pull that knee into the chest, and we should feel a really good stretch on the outer hip here. All right, so those are our exercises to open that hip on the floor. Let's come on up. We have 2 more exercises to do. So as we stretch, right, I really want to get some body weight put into the joints as we do some flexibility. So we are gonna do a warrior 2 from yoga. So we're gonna get our feet out nice and straight, toes pointing forward. We're gonna line those heels up in this position. And then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take my left foot and I'm gonna point my toe to that wall. So as I'm in this position, my heels will be lined up. One foot's gonna be facing that direction. My other toe is gonna get angled in a little bit here. Hope you guys can see that on the carpet. So as we're here, again, we're just gonna start to bend through that front knee. Again, the knee needs to be over the ankle, okay? In that warrior 2 position, we're gonna get those hips. Your chest is gonna face me. We're gonna get our arms out nice and long, and your head will look towards your fingertips in the front here. Now, if you feel like your feet are sliding away from you, I need you to kind of squeeze and engage those leg muscles, okay? I want you to kind of pull everything to the midline of the body so everything's nice and tight. So we're feeling maybe that growing stretch. We can feel the hips. We feel the intensity here in this nice warrior 2 pose. And again, you can hold that for 30 seconds to 2 minutes. All right, come on up. The last one we're gonna do is gonna be a nice wide squat with some twist. It's almost like a happy baby standing up, if you know what a happy baby is for yoga. So we're gonna get out nice and wide. Our feet are gonna be angled out. If you also know the sumo position, that's kind of what I want you to do. Toes out to about 45 degrees or where they're comfortable. We're gonna put our hands on our knees and we're gonna come down into a nice squat, okay? So as we're squatted here, we're gonna kind of take our hands and push our knees away from us, okay? So we're gonna sink down and really feel a nice good stretch here. So now I said with a twist. So I'm gonna have you take your shoulder, front shoulder, gonna drive it down in front, and as you do that and look away, this hand that you're twisting, that shoulder that's twisting, is gonna push on that knee and push that leg out to feel that nice, good hip stretch. Now, let's do one on the other side. Bring the other shoulder forward. Turn your head and look up and back. Push with that hand. Again, how low you can go here is up to you. Maybe we gotta be up here a little bit and just getting some twisting in. Again, driving those knees apart and really feeling those hips stretch is what I want you guys to feel. All right, go ahead and come on up. I hope those will help you have some flexibility and mobility through your hips. Again, you can do this every single day. So maybe try it for a couple weeks every single day and see how your movement and your range will improve. All right, hope you guys have a great time. Stay safe, stay healthy. Until next time.